Hi, everybody. It's Maxine Taylor with my weekly forecast for you and all your neighbors, all 12 signs for this week, September 17th, 2018. And I just realized that both the 17th and the 18th fall in that window of opportunity that I mentioned to you that we have this month to launch new projects. Now, there's a lot involved with selecting the appropriate time to launch a business or get married or anything like that. However, we want the sun and moon to be in beautiful aspect, and on the 17th and 18th, that's Monday and Tuesday, they are. I don't know what that does in your birth chart, but if you've got a new project or you want to buy a new car or whatever, you want to do it when the sun and moon are in beautiful aspect. And we have the moon in Capricorn trining the sun in Virgo. It's an earth sign, practical, logical, and of course with the sun in Virgo, cross those T's and dot those I's. So this is wonderful news for everybody. Let's see, a couple of announcements for you. Of course, my full moon ceremony is going to be Monday, September 24th at 7 o'clock Eastern Daylight Time at the Phoenix and Dragon bookstore. If you can't come in person, join us through the ethers. Tune in to 7 p.m. Eastern Daylight wherever you are. These ceremonies are magical, beautiful, love-filled, and in many cases, life-transforming. So I encourage you to join us in person. There is no charge. This is my gift to you. Now, some of you have taken advantage of my 3 clips special. Now that Mercury is direct and Mars is direct, we're feeling kind of good. Remember that in October, Venus goes retrograde and then Mercury. And we have from the beginning of October till the second week of December. Mercury will go direct on the 6th of December, 6th, 7th. So after the first week, then we can launch. So you're going to want to know your personal forecast during this time. And this forecast goes through the end of 2019. It's a great deal. You can't beat it with a stick, as we say in the South. So I hope you'll take advantage of it while it's still available. If you would like me to send you an actual copy of your birth chart, it's not the interpretation, it's the printout of the chart itself. I'd be happy to do that at no charge. Just go to my website, MaxineTaylor.com, shoot me a little email saying, please send me my free birth chart, and then send me your month, day, and year of birth, the city and state where you were born, if you were born in the United States, and of course the exact time you were born. And I will immediately send you the copy of your birth chart so you can follow along with my forecasts. Otherwise, of course, I'm giving you a solar forecast, which is still accurate. Once you get your birth chart on my YouTube channel, I have my Astrology 101 TV shows. They will show you how to interpret it. And for those of you who would like even more information, my book, Now That I've Cast It, What Do I Do With It, is great because you'll find so much information there. I was going to say you can carry it with you, but of course, if you have a cell phone or a laptop or a pad, you can take that with you wherever you go. I think that's the end of the announcements. Let's talk about what is going on in your chart this week. And this week, by the way, is a very important week for many people who are celebrating Yom Kippur. And for those of you who are, of course, Shana Tova. May this be the beginning of a wonderful, health-filled, joy-filled, life-filled year for you. All right, let's talk about what is going on. Well, the sun, which is the ego in the center of our life, has been in cross those T's, dot those I's, double check everything, Virgo. On Saturday, it moves into Libra, okay? Now, whenever a planet changes signs, there's a flux in the energy. So those of you who are sensitive, of course, are going to feel this. Now, first of all, we're going to have our full moon, which I've mentioned to you, on September 24th. That's Monday, the 24th. And I'm giving this information to you now so that you'll be able to mark it on your calendar for next week. So we start with the sun going from Virgo into Libra. Mercury, which rules our conscious mind, what we think about, how we say it, it is in Virgo, and it will move into Libra on Friday, the 21st. So you've got two planets that are changing signs, and there's always confusion when that happens. Now remember, as I'm mentioning, the following Monday, we have our full moon. And usually what I experience, I don't know about you, you let me know. We know that the 2 to 3 days before the full moon, everything is tense. It's like a violin string being tightened, or a guitar string being tightened. And then on the full moon, everything pops, everything comes to a head. I will share where this falls in your chart next week. But I usually feel it more than 3 days ahead. And that's why I'm mentioning it to you, because a lot of people will feel it more than 3 days before the full moon. And there is a tension. If you're aware of it, you can relax, you can breathe, you can meditate. So I throw that out there for you because this is just a little piece of information that I have experienced myself, and many of you have too. And you don't necessarily find this in astrology books. Okay. Now Venus, which is love and beauty and money, has been and will be in intense Scorpio. Scorpio is all or nothing. It, in my opinion, is the most powerful sign in the zodiac because it is all or nothing. And so when Venus is in Scorpio, passions run very, very deep. We feel them very deeply. And if you are having difficulty seeing this, all you have to do is turn on the news and watch what's going on in politics. You'll be able to see it in the way the politicians express themselves. Just watch. Now, Mars, of course, has been in Aquarius for what seems like forever. It is no longer retrograde, but we're still in the shadow of the retrograde Mars. It will go direct on the 8th. I need my glasses for this. Yes. The 8th, it'll come out of the shadow on the 8th of October. When Mars goes direct, the energy starts moving forward. However, have you noticed it's kind of moved forward slowly? You may find there's quite a difference after the 8th of October. And I'm going ahead and talking about things that are going to happen after this week to give you a heads up. Because many of you are very aware, you're very sensitive, you feel the energies, and you don't know why. So after the 8th of October, all right? Now, let's talk about what's going on for your sign. And when I say your sign, I'm talking about your sun sign. I'm also talking about your rising sign, because the rising sign or the ascendant is often stronger than the sun sign. And I know I've mentioned that before. All right, Aries. Well, this is a time for you to focus on your work, on your health, get thee to a gym. But by the weekend, by Friday and Saturday, when both the sun and Mercury move into Libra, and everybody's going to feel that shift. you're going to want to get out there and be with other people. This is wonderful. Your love nature is very deep right now. You're holding it close to your chest. You're holding your cards close to your chest with that. You can help other people create more money, which is beautiful. And the humanitarian in you has been alive and well for a long time. And this week is no different. Taurus, well, it's time to play this week. And by the weekend, it's time to get down to business and work. And since work and health show up the same way, I'm going to say, get thee to a gym. This is a time when your relationships with other people are very rewarding. And so get out there and be with people. It's terrific. And once again, move upward. I'm going to be saying that to you until Mars moves into Pisces. So you have plenty of time to move up the ladder of success. Gemini, you have wanted to be at home. And you know, Gemini, you're always on the move mentally as well as physically. You get bored easily, and you know how that goes. So home and family is still very important, but by the weekend, you're going to want to party. This is also a real good time to focus on your work. Throw yourself into a project that you've been perhaps putting off. Enjoy what you do. And if you're tired of your regular workout routine, switch it up. This is also a time when you're seeing the big picture. You want to stretch out. You want to move forward. You want to spread your wings and soar. Do it. And that includes travel. If you have a chance to get on a plane and go somewhere that requires a passport, do it. Cancerians. Well, your mind's been very, very active, and I don't know if you've been a chatterbox, but your mind has been chattering. You're going to find that your domestic, your nurturing talent and qualities really kick in by the weekend. And you too are ready for fun. It may be with your kids. This is great. Combine your social life with theirs, or just put that lampshade on your head and party. And it's a wonderful time. It has been a time of looking beneath the surface at what is really going on. This will continue for several more weeks, many more weeks. In addition, you can help other people get their money together, get their values together. This is wonderful. You feel things very deeply, and you may not say it, but you feel it. Leo, man, your money's been good. Your values have been good. And I would suggest that you take some of that money this weekend and take a short trip, because you're ready to do just that. Take some of that. And I don't mean a short trip up to the mall. I mean to the seashore, to the mountains, a short trip. Make sure that it is short, because you're going to want to spend time at home with family. Perhaps it's the time to visit family. And your relationships with other people, whether personal or business, are still very active and will be for several weeks, because we're waiting, of course, not necessarily you, but people are waiting to get past the shadow of the Mars retrograde. And when Mars moves into Pisces, that is when things will move from the area of relationships for you. I will keep you posted on that. This is true for everybody. Mars has been sitting still, even though it's moving forward. It's not picked up the speed that it will. Don't you worry. It's happening. Virgo, it's your turn to do what you want, when you want, how you want, because you want. And by the weekend, you're focused on your money. Yes, that means you'll create more of it. You have great ideas, and you're ready for a trip too. You're ready to talk to people caringly, lovingly. You're seeing things through the eyes of a person who cares, who is optimistic, perhaps even lovingly. Beautiful. Do share your ideas and throw yourself into your work. You are the sign of work, health, and service, and you are at peak performance now. Libra, you want solitude and privacy. This is not necessarily something that you always feel, but you have felt it recently. And by the weekend, you're saying, I've got to do it my way. The times that we want solitude and privacy are the times that we prepare. It's kind of a gestation period. And of course, because when the sun enters your own sign, that is when you come into your own and you do what you want, when you want, how you want, because you want. This is a terrific time for money and gifts, happy birthday gifts, and of course, party. Relationships are so important to you, and I want to encourage you to accept every party invitation, because while Mars is still in your solar fifth house, you will enjoy yourself. Scorpio, your friends are so important to you, and by the weekend, you too are going to want solitude and privacy so that you can do what you want. This is a terrific time to beautify yourself, change your hair, change your wardrobe. But the most important thing is that you're able to love yourself. And when you love you, everyone loves you. It's true of all of us. And home and family and all kind of real estate issues can continue to get your attention. This is great. Are you selling a house? Are you moving? Are you spending time with your family? All of those things apply now. Sagittarius, you've been in the lead slot, which is terrific because you're a great leader. By the weekend, you're going to say, I'm leaving my career behind and it's time to party. The humanitarian in you comes out and shines. It's beautiful. You too are going to want solitude and privacy. Now, that sounds like a contradiction. I just said your friends are important to you. Being with people in general and wanting privacy. Yes, they're both operative. So you may flip between the two. Makes sense. And you've got great ideas, so share them with everybody. Sometimes you shoot from the hip. And that sense of humor is terrific. So just tell it like it is. Capricorn, you have been seeing options that are open to you that you haven't seen before. You see the big picture. You're able to put them into action in your career by the weekend, by Friday and Saturday. Well, maybe not exactly Friday and Saturday, because that's when the Sun and Mercury are changing signs. And very often it takes a couple of days for them to acclimate to the new sign. But certainly by next week, you will be focused on your career. Your friends are a source of joy and happiness to you. So party, and you are able to create money. You're able to create spending it as well as getting it. Well, as long as there's that flow, go for it. Aquarius, you have needed privacy. You have been looking beneath the surface at what is really going on with people, with situations. You love to help other people, and you probably have helped them get their act together, get their values together. But by the weekend, you're seeing a much bigger picture. So if you have been asking the multiverse questions and you've gotten your answers, you can plug them in by this weekend. You are a beautiful leader now, a loved leader. Your reputation is excellent now. So keep that lead slot open. And of course, while Mars is in Aquarius, you are doing things your way. Now, Aquarius always marches to their own drummer, more so now, with a sense of impatience and urgency, perhaps. So do what you want, when you want, how you want, because you can. And last but not least, Pisces, you have been focused on other people and putting your attention on others. Your relationships, all of them, have been very important to you. By the weekend, you may want more privacy. You will have the ability to help other people as well get their values together. So that's great. You are able now to see the big picture. Keep your passport current, because I'm going to suggest that if you have a chance to go long and travel someplace wonderful, do it. And with Mars still in Aquarius, still in your solar 12th house, you need your solitude and privacy so that you can retreat to your castle in the clouds every day and add another room. And you've mastered the art of maintaining your privacy so that if somebody intrudes on it, you simply pull up the drawbridge, fill up the moat, and swim away. And so that's how things look for you and yours. I hope that you find this helpful. I love sharing all this with you. So join me again next week when once again I share your forecast with you. Till then, may the stars shine brightly on you and yours. Bye for now.